Hello humans! So today I'm going to be doing the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. Question 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I was on YouTube and I was scrolling through my recommended and Kate Kavanaugh's video, I Try Writing Like J.K. Rowling for a Day came up and I decided to watch it because it looked interesting and she was the first I found and I just kind of spiraled from there. Question 2. What genre do you write in? I like doing sci-fi, fantasy, paranormal, but all LGBT. I like writing LGBT stories. Those are the stories that I like to read the most, so they're what I want to put out into the world. Question 3. What is your preferred writing tense? Question 3. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? I had to read that one a million times. The tense and point of view both depend on the story. If there's one set protagonist who the story revolves around, I'll usually do first person from their point of view. But if the story is like broader and follows a lot of different people, I'll have it usually third person so I can follow them all equally or as needed, and it doesn't feel like too nailed down to one particular character. The tense I use usually depends on when the story takes place. Like if it's fantasy or historical, I'll usually do past tense because that makes the most sense to go with it. And then for sci-fi, for anything else, it's just a matter of what feels right for it. I haven't really thought about a category, but I guess if it's based on like the age of the main character, it's usually young adult or new adult. Question 4. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser? I'm a plotter. My outlines are like 30 pages long. I go in depth on everything. Characters, personalities, what they look like, everything is accounted for. Question 5. Are you self-published, traditionally published, or hoping to be published? I have not been published yet. I would hope to be traditionally published if/when I get to that stage. Question 6. What is your dream publishing house or literary agent? I've never really thought about it. I'm not there with any of my books yet, so we'll see when we get there. Question 7. What AuthorTube videos can we expect to find on your channel? Mostly I made this channel just to talk about what I'm up to, what my writing goals are, hold myself accountable, and just have a place to talk about stuff. So I really enjoy doing the procrastination station videos. They're just an excuse to talk about whatever I feel like talking about. Question 8. When did you start writing? 6th grade math class. That's when I started writing my first real book that actually turned into something. Question 9. What was the first story you ever wrote? The story that I wrote in 6th grade math class now is called Nightingale, but it's been through about half a dozen title changes since it first started. It's a fairy tale retelling, and it told the story of a girl abandoned by her mother, the queen. I really still love it even now. It's a lot of fun. It's changed a lot since then, but I love it. Question 10. What authors have inspired your writing the most? Neil Gaiman is my absolute favorite author. One piece of advice he gave that it really stuck with me more than any other advice I've ever gotten. It's basically, your goals, the future you want to live, it's a mountain. And every day you have to walk towards the mountain. You make a choice that moves you towards the mountain. I should also mention Chris Colfer, who wrote the Land of Stories books. Those books are really what inspired the first story I started writing back in 6th grade. So I think if I hadn't read those books, I don't think I would be as into writing as I am. So he really inspires me too. Question 11. Do you schedule writing sessions or write whenever you can? I schedule out a certain amount of pages I'd like to do every day. When I do them is kind of whenever I get time. So it's somewhere in the middle. Question 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or a blend? Where do you write? I handwrite my first drafts. I type every subsequent draft because that's easier for formatting and changing things around, moving stuff. Where I write, I'm usually sitting on the bed right there with designated dog companion. Right, Fennel? She's pretending to be asleep, ignoring me. If I'm not home, I'll write wherever I am, which usually turns into me writing while professors are talking. Question 13. What are you most looking forward to on AuthorTube? I'm really looking forward to having a place to talk about my projects. In my life, there's not a lot of people who are interested in what I do, so it's nice to just be able to put it out into the world somewhere. This has been the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. Thank you for watching.